Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to our channel here in Underdeveloped, and today we have another movie review for you guys for the film Splitsville. I've seen this movie, I've seen the trailers for this movie going to the theaters all year, essentially. So it's a long time coming. And the trailers, to me, looks chaotic, insane, funny, filled with romantic woes. And this movie pretty much delivered on that.
Yeah, I'd say it fits the bill quite nicely as a trailer.
Yeah. All right. So Michael. So this story is basically about Kyle Marvin playing Carey. He's married to Adria Arjona's character Ashley, and they're in a car. They're driving over to their friend's place, who's rich, which is Michael Covino, and Dakota Johnson's characters, and they end up almost killing someone on the freeway. Well, actually, did because the wife died, so that happened, and then that leads her to this confessing. That she's been unfaithful quite a lot, and he runs away straight to his own version of the long walk. He runs through oceans.
You forgot to mention that she wanted a divorce, and that's what triggered it.
Well, I thought she didn't want the divorce till after the fact.
No, that's why
okay.
she admitted because she wanted the divorce first.
Okay, so she admitted to being very unfaithful, and she had a whole thing planned to tell him. She was reading from her from her notes. She's a life coach. She's a podcast, so that tells you more than you need to know. And she wants a divorce, and he just can't believe it. He's in a state of shock because he's ready to forgive it right there and then. Because that's just the kind of person he is. Not someone that's burdened with pride and ego. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
In a way, his own way, he kind of owns it. He really wears his heart in his sleeves. Anyways, yeah. So in a state of disbelief, he just runs away. He does his own version of the long walk through oceans and the forest, and he finds his way to his friend's house, and he tells him that she wants a divorce, and he ends up finding refuge there, and then that's when it reveals that Michael Covino's character and Dakota Johnson are in an open marriage, and mostly on his side because she seems to not really have used it yet. He kind of goes out and does his thing, and he's also a real estate broker. So he's busy out all the time, and after he tells Carey that we're in a open relationship kind of thing, and as a joke they said, what if we mess with each other? She's like, what if we mess with each other? But he jokingly said, yeah, sure. Probably thinking nothing's gonna come of it. But in his mind, I guess it's a go ahead, and then they started spending time because Michael Covino's character was away, and then Carey and Dakota Johnson's character Julie, they hook up, and of course Paul finds out, played by Michael Covino, and all hell breaks loose. Yeah, basically, and then he decides to, and he breaks it off because of that, and then he decides to go and try and make his marriage work with Ashley, introducing the concept of open relationship so she can go sleep with whoever she needs, and he'll do the same while not having to break up. And then, of course, that leads him back to dating Dakota Johnson because at this time, Paul couldn't handle that, and then, they even grew further apart with him being away more, whatever, so they end up having a whole thing. Basically an affair, in a way. And that's actually the story. I'm not going to go all the way to the end. But
there's a lot of details going on. We're skimming and skipping a lot of things, keep it more concise here.
Yeah, so that's basically what it is. Initiates the divorce. He goes in the comfort of his friends who have an open relationship, and then he infiltrates his way in, and the shit kind of hits the fan. That's basically the essence of the story.
Yes. The essence of the story is messy shit with people who do not learn their lessons. Yep,
or know what the fuck they really want.
Very true.
Just claiming to have the idea of love without really putting the work.
Yeah.
For it. Carey's character, he's just that kind of guy, man. He's the guy that will take that kind of abuse because he loves the idea of being in love and being married and of course parents, all that kind of stuff. That's what kind of draws him into Julie's character, because when Michael Covino's character is not really stepping up, he kind of finds his way in a natural groove of being there for their children, who's kind of like a nephew to him, and it kind of fit like a natural groove. And then once Michael Covino's character, spoiler, goes to jail, they officially become into a whole relationship. Essentially, he was a placeholder because when Michael Covino came back and told him the truth that, hey, I wasn't really in open relationship, I just said it because I thought I didn't deserve you. Blah, blah. they end up fucking. But they ain't fully back together now too. They kind of just like testing the waters, I guess. Like he's chasing her and she's just kind of letting him.
I think that's just kind of their new status quo. That he's always is going to be chasing her.
Yeah,
I think they're just keeping their relationship at that stage permanently. Yeah,
because at this point, it doesn't even. At this point, he kind of has it coming to him, because that's kind of how she was. Because he was the one. He's implied that he was the one that was fucking around.
Yeah.
While she stayed at home and didn't really use her trump card. So it was kind of like he has to kind of eat shit for a little while. And of course, Adria, once she sees him, Carey doing his thing, she kind of gets jealous and eventually wants to rekindle back what they had. And of course, being who he is, once he realized that the Julie option wasn't around anymore, he went crawling right back to her too, and they had a kid at the end. Yeah. So to me, it's like it makes sense with his character, but it is hard to watch as a man. It's like, dude, come on, man. But then also, he's so self-assured in his naivety and his like willingness to blindly just take shit for the name of love.
Yeah. Like I'm not even angry. I'm just disappointed.
He even makes friends with her fucking partners, and there's many of them.
Yes. Honestly, it's kind of adorable seeing him become friends with a partner.
In a way, they actually kind of like. Yeah, she kind of you uses them up, discards them, and they end up sticking around because he actually made friends with people, which shows the difference of people who they are. He actually treasures relationships and dynamics, while she just runs to people. So essentially, he's gonna be fine. Because people love him and love being around him. He's going to find someone who really loves him. You know what I mean? And she's going to be destined to be alone. Gorgeous as hell, so people put up with her. But she's really not cut out for that. Yeah. And I feel her whole thing at the end was desperation.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? Realizing that, he actually moved on. Because she's trying to use Michael's character to make her jealous. To make him jealous. You know what I mean? Like, of course. You know what I mean? And that's kind of, and it means like you have the fucking audacity to fucking cheat on to fuck around him constantly. Try to divorce him. Be open to this open relationship. He gotta put himself in that position, but still, you know what I'm saying? And then,
and then she makes a big plea to get him back. And makes a big
plea to get him back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he accepts it back because his other option is gone now. Yeah. Because Julie ended up kind of going back to Paul's character. This is a whole messy ass movie. This foursome of fucked up people.
This is not a movie of romance, true love, or heroes.
Hell no.
This is a movie
messy as shit.
The messy, brutal reality of love, and that some people's love dynamics are just too toxic to exist.
Yep, and you have
but they do anyway.
Case in points. And I love it for that. It's a refreshing take. Yeah. It is an unromantic rom-com.
It's the un-rom-com.
Exactly. It literally is probably one of the first of its very brand. This could start a whole freaking renaissance of un-rom-coms.
Of unromance.
And it's so reminiscent of the actual time that we're in right now. Where love is quantified through dating apps and all this shit and social media.
Like Materialist very much touched on that too. Those aspects more directly that you just mentioned.
Yes, for sure. Splitsville was definitely more. I mean, Splitsville was definitely in a more comedic lane, but that actually deals with actual relationship dynamics. Once you're in the committed relationship, to marriage essentially. Yeah. And then Materialist is more so like the dating stage. And that's how people vet and pick out people, and how people can be picky and let social media and all the expectations get in the middle of that.
Exactly. They're both tackling very specific stages of modern romance, and they're both handled very, very well. Like mostly, I think the modern person has gone too cynical about finding romance for like your typical Hollywood romance to really affect most people. I think that's why we have movies like these coming out now, because it's a reflection of the time. Art imitates life.
Yeah, definitely a lot more cynical time for sure. Like we love the idea of love, but we don't know really what it's like to make it work. Back in the days, they had a lot of other bullshit that came with it, but it was a much more simpler idea of what love was. People had to define roles, and they played that role.
Yeah, it was simple, but of course, you couldn't have gone out of the role if you didn't like it. So that was a big issue back then.
You could have, but it was just a lot harder to do that back in the day. First talking about how far back. If you're talking about the 20th century, you definitely could have. It just would have been a lot more messier and uncommon.
Well, now if you got to marriage, then no. Well, unless you were in...
Maybe if you got divorced back in the days.
That wasn't legal until like the 60s, dude.
Well, I mean, most of the fucking 20th century. Wait, so you tell me you couldn't be divorced in like the 1950s and 40s?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of it, really?
Yeah. And women could even open their own bank accounts back then either.
But you tell me like they couldn't, no two people could get divorced?
No, that wasn't the thing. That wasn't legal back then.
So as you got married, you were pretty much locked in forever?
Yeah.
So even a man couldn't initiate divorce if he wanted to? Once the man and woman decided to get married, that was it? You're 100% sure of that? 100% factuals?
Death till them apart.
All right, well, Nick said it. I'll take your word for it. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Actually, maybe it was later. Maybe it was the 70s that got legal.
I know Christians specifically definitely don't believe in that. That's why my grandparents still fucking together.
Well, that's like a Catholic specific thing.
Yeah, Catholic.
Yeah.
That's what my family is, Catholic. So my grandpa definitely don't believe in divorce.
Yeah.
But that's what I thought the extent limited to. I didn't think it was optional. You have to stay.
For a very long time, that was the law. It isn't anymore, thankfully.
Yeah. I mean, part of it is because we have a lot more freedom. Yeah, we have a lot more room for error and to be picky and choosy and really it muddies up the waters, but you know what I mean it does, but it does give you a lot of freedom to figure out what you want.
Oh yeah.
But it is a double-edged sword. Now it creates a lot of confusion, a lot of like soul searching, so a lot of less monogamous relationships.
Mm-hmm. Which I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think we as a society are just doing a very bad job at like letting go of like these old ideas and trying to force ourselves to fit these molds when we aren't always going to fit into them.
I think that mainly applies for Adria Arjona's character. She's definitely not cut out.
Yeah, no,
for this kind of life.
She is like legitimately not a monogamous person.
I've been in a slew this past year of like these kind of cheating AI stories, and it's cheating stories that I reread all the time. Those kind of dynamics. I watch like UDY and all these kind of channels that expose cheaters. So I definitely got a bitter tone towards cheaters over the past year or two. And this is the typical like grade A subject of those kind of things that make men hate women. These red pillars really hate women because he comes off again. But even this, I don't feel she's nefarious. I don't feel she's deliberately deceptive and cruel.
No, I think this is just who she is.
Yeah, that's just she literally is something. It's something she didn't mean. Like she could tell she obviously does care a lot about it. She doesn't have any contempt for him.
Yeah,
not really. It's really her problem. A lot of other stories really they grow contempt for their partners.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Or they just don't hold accountability. It wasn't really any moment in this movie where she tried to put blame on him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He said, "Oh, it's your fault. You're not excited enough.
No.
Your dick not big enough. You don't satisfy me enough." She just say, "Yo, this is a me problem." So at least give a lot of respect for that. Maybe that's why I wasn't too that's why I didn't have a lot of animosity towards her, I guess, because she wasn't like, you know what I mean? She was just saying, "Yo, I'm fucked up. I fucked a lot of people." You know what I'm saying? Still selfish shit, but it's like at least she's like, you know, what I mean? Like, it's a me problem.
She's definitely
it's not a you thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
she's definitely selfish and self-centered. Absolutely,
for sure.
Really, I think she just doesn't know what she wants.
Yeah, and she gets away with that shit because she's beautiful. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you know what I mean. And that's just a podcast, so she has a lot of access. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Assuming people listen to her podcast.
Yeah, sure. I don't know how successful she really is, but probably not a lot because they don't live in anything too extravagant.
Yeah.
But like definitely like she's definitely a character. She definitely is almost like a fat kid that has complete access to junk food all the time. You know what I mean? So she indulges. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I don't think she's probably actively looking. She just kind of got caught in invitation. Doesn't know what the fuck she wants. Obviously got married when that's the biggest thing. She got married when deep down she knew she wasn't cut out for it or ready for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She loves the idea of love and this old timey way of doing things, but really isn't cut out for that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Because even back then, love was oftentimes done more for convenience. It wasn't like marriage wasn't always as lovey as it was as portrayed on screen.
Yeah.
There's always been that disconnect between reality and fiction, which of course that does exist, but that's not true for everybody. And now we're reaching a point where not only is love necessarily not true for every relationship, but we also have to contemplate what there's different ways of love relationships. What if we can do this, or what if we can do that? Yeah. What really works what works the best for us at a given time, which everyone will have likely a different answer.
So she obviously got with him because she obviously had love for him, but she saw him as the most viable candidate for someone that she could actually build a life with. Someone that's actually not someone has his shit together, a good, truly good guy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He apparently has a big dick because he's so much shots of his dick.
Yeah, we see quite a bit in this movie.
He loves to kill fish.
Yes, poor John Paul II.
Yeah, poor John Paul II.
Rest in peace, John Paul II. The fish, not the Pope. Even though he's dead too, pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as well. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a really, really mess of a movie in the greatest way possible.
Yes,
it's a clusterfuck of people of this. It captures the chaos of love.
We've
modern
had
day love.
Yeah. We've had a lot of chaotic movies this go around, quite a few in the last month or so, frankly, but this is a type of chaos that's unique because it's for a quote-unquote romance movie.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and Adria's character is really someone, going back to her again, like, yeah, like, you know, like, she's someone typical, like, you know, greedy, doesn't really know what the fuck she wants, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I even know she did do it out of sexual pleasure. Like I don't, because to me, it didn't make it clear what she really gets from this. Yeah. Other than the novelty or the thrill, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm not sure if it's for the thrill, if it's a connection thing, or
I think maybe she legitimately lost his shit. Like,
or maybe she legitimately is polyamorous, doesn't know how to actually, like, communicate that.
But she doesn't even like half the people that she brings. Actually, none of them.
Yeah.
The only person I can say she genuinely liked is her husband.
Maybe she's aromantic and doesn't know it.
Maybe. But the only person that's close to liking it all is her husband.
Yeah, but that's just because Carey's just a likable guy in general.
Exactly, so we don't know. That's just her being her.
Yeah.
But it's hard enough to try to get him back.
It's hard to say.
Because she was generally jealous when she found out he moved on. She was legitimately jealous as fuck.
Yeah, but of the main four characters, she is the one with the least bit of screen time by far.
For sure.
So it's a lot harder to pinpoint her down than it would be for the other three.
Yeah, but her archetypes falls in with so much other archetypes that really makes it fascinating. Mm-hmm. Like Dakota is more straightforward. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. You know what you're getting with her.
You know what you're getting with her character. Yeah. And then, Michael Covino, he easily was the funniest character in this movie.
Oh, God, he's
such a jerk. He's the fucking worst.
I still love the fight scene.
Yeah, the fight scene was, like, really good.
The fight scene was amazing.
Really good. I mean, obviously in a comedic way, but it was it was pretty good. Mm-hmm. It was pretty good. Yeah. And he said, like, the dialogue was real tight. The comedic
very sharp and witty.
Very sharp and witty banter. Just like small little things and references that comes up in a normal conversation. It just really hits right. Great comedic timing, and it's excellent writing. You know, it's excellent writing meaning great comedic timing.
Yes.
So this movie was really alright. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a must-see movie.
Yeah, it's one of the best comedies of the year, next to like movies like Naked Gun, which is a pure comedy. That's probably still hold the title of funniest movie of the year, I think. Maybe.
I mean, I guess it's a funnier movie, but I do think this is the better movie.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I didn't say better. I said funnier.
Valid.
We saw another movie that was pretty funny recently. Other Weapons is actually pretty funny.
Yeah, Weapons has some pretty funny moments.
Yeah. I said it was half serious and half funny. What movie we watched that was pretty laughing out pretty loud. More than his Naked Gun. There's other movies that we saw this year that was pretty funny. I'm trying to put a pin on it. Other movies we saw recently that's pretty funny. Other than Naked Gun.
Honey Don't was kind of funny.
Which one?
Honey Don't.
Okay, that's a fun, but it's not the same. Freaky Friday. I thought that's pretty funny as well. That had me laughing at least. Because if you're a fan of the first like me, you'll enjoy the second one. Mm-hmm. I thought specifically, Jamie Lee Curtis's character as playing a young girl, I thought cracked me the fuck up. She really delivered what she did on the first one. Really good at playing a young petulant teenager. Yep. Like she just really captured the vibe. It was just really funny. And she could actually self-deprecate on herself being old and shit, you know, and be cool with it. Mm-hmm. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. But anyways, going back to this movie. Yeah, I think this is it's a good time. It captures the chaos of modern day love, and the idea of who we are and what we want versus what we think we want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then there's nothing that really gets solved. They kind of just go back into that loop, but in a way that feels, you know, it fulfills what the script requires. So
yeah.
Nobody's meant to be clear cut, black and white, you know, cause and effect, goals achieving. Mm-hmm. Not every movie's like that.
Yeah. Like, well, it would have been nice to see. It would have been very gratifying to have seen that. I don't think that's what this movie needed. Yeah. I think this movie needed a less Hollywood ending, and that's what it got. That's what it gave us.
Ideally, want to carry the fucking backbone and leave Adria in the dust, even without the option of Julie, which I thought wasn't really an option anyways, in my opinion, because it felt more of a convenience on her part than actual genuine want for him.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Out of the genuine want for him, but even with saying all that, in terms of his character arc, it does make the most sense.
It does.
You know, I can see him. It wasn't a point where he was growing, but he only was really growing because he had another option. Yeah. But once that option came in and she was willing to when he's willing to finally give him everything he wanted, he caved. Mm-hmm. And now they have a kid. So now he's really in deep with this chick. So just like he said, now he has a kid. So now the divorce is going to be even harder to unravel. They had a clean shot, and now you got the chick pregnant.
Yeah.
I get she's gorgeous as fuck, dude, but I mean, dude, she's just not cut out.
And they like hint that it might be the mentalist kid too.
You did?
Yeah, because she makes like a comment like how she can like how she thinks the baby might be reading her future, like when she's talking to the baby.
Oh, I didn't peep that.
Yeah. So that might not even be his kid.
I wonder if because she cheated on him with him again, but she hated that guy. So there's no way she did that again.
Yeah, I mean, but he said he got the vasectomy reverse.
No. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think he even really even said that's his kid.
Yeah.
I don't think he just explicitly said that.
I think he just kind of assumed it.
Yeah, I think we just assumed it.
Yeah.
We don't even really know if he really claimed it. Mm-hmm. I don't know what they are really. They probably trying to make it work, and he wants to be a father.
Yeah.
Because we definitely know he wants to be one.
Definitely. Maybe he wants to be father so much that he's not even questioning whether or not it could be his. He just assumes it is his.
I think what it was an overlap.
Yeah.
They immediately got back together, and that probably sealed the deal and won him to really go in with it. He probably was hesitant at first, but now with the baby, he's like, I'm gonna lock it in. Mm-hmm. But then the mentalist at the end, because he would say that out of nowhere. That was the whole thing. Yeah. The vasectomy. So him doing that whole thing with the string, there's no way that just was there for no reason.
Yeah, which means he probably got the reverse before he fucked her last.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, so that's probably what it was send of like, and of course he probably used it to be like, you know what, it's probably his, but you know, I want to keep him around. Mm-hmm. So you know, what I mean, I'm gonna let him think it is. Or if he knew it, he just don't give a fuck, which that also goes with this character too.
Or admittedly, given the time period of when all this happened, there's a good chance that she fucked him immediately and just didn't even know whether or not it was his.
Yeah, because I don't think she's in the first. I don't think she was straight up just lying and just to trap him.
Yeah, I mean,
she's stubborn, but she didn't give me nefarious vibes.
No, she usually doesn't lie about things that big. Yeah, from what we've seen.
Even though she had cheated before, she still told him the truth, which she didn't really have to.
No, she did.
See, the guy would believe the lie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he would have. Yeah, he would.
So she showed that she's willing to tell the truth, even if she still has a twisted, distorted, selfish view of things. Mm-hmm. She essentially will confess. You know what I mean? Most likely, even if she did confess, he probably just said "fuck it," because that's just the kind of guy he is.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's someone that's completely devoid of any kind of pride or not say backbone, because he does have some backbone. It's really just pride and a simp. He's like the god of simps. He's the god of simps. He has complete absence of pride and ego completely. And everybody kind of respects him for that, because that does plague a lot of men. But still, he needs just a little bit, because no, you should took her back. She should have been so left in the dust. Yep, that's crazy. You know. Other than that, really enjoyed this movie. Great time. Funny moments. Great modern interpretation of love and relationships.
Yeah. Overall, fantastic time.
It kind of invented its own genre, which is unromantic comedies.
Yeah. This material is both.
Yeah. Excellent writing, excellent comedic timing. I mean, I guess movie like a 93, man. This is solid.
I was thinking 94. I really had a great time with this movie. Yeah. Absolutely good. If what we're saying entices you at all, go fucking see it.
Yeah, go
no
nuts.
question about it. Just get up, go.
I think you enjoy yourself, have a good laugh, get some good surprises, and that's that.
Remember, always support your movies, local movie theater. We want to make sure that the good movies get the money and love and support that they deserve, man.
Absolutely.
And there's absolutely one that deserves all of that. So absolutely, you got a free weekend. Fuck it, head down to your local theater. Go see Splitsville. Have a fantastic time. Anyways, that being said, folks, like and subscribe. We'll see you next time for some more content.
See you next time, guys.